I've had a few really strange, veering into creepy and violating experiences with AI recently. We're going to talk about them, and I'm also going to share a few ways that you can on your own see some weird stuff for yourself. The goal of this video is just to spread a little caution. Not that there's not already a healthy amount of apprehension around AI, but just to put some more things into your field of view and knowledge, things to worry about. First story I'm going to tell you, it sort of just feels like an identity breach. It's not that creepy, but there is implications for this. Okay, so my coworker, she sent me a screenshot of the conversation she was having with Claude, and her Claude says, "Got it, Heather. Rewriting in your voice. We don't share login. And like, why would it use my voice? Why would it use my name?" So takeaway here is be careful what you share on your Claude instance if you use a work Claude, because that might just wind up on your teammate's Claude. So just be careful with what you share with your team's Claude instance. And your name, apparently. I mean, who knows what they're sharing between instances here. All right, number 2, I was creating a markdown file from my ChatGPT instance so that I could migrate a lot of the information from there into the Anthropic account that I was getting. So I created this markdown file. It had these different buckets of the types of things that I talked to it about: school, work, counseling stuff, etc. So I make this markdown file and I share it with Claude, and I prompt it before I share it. And I'm like, hey, I'm about to share all this information with you so you can know a little bit about me and some stuff I've recently worked on that we might work on together. Okay, great, Heather, thanks. Send along the markdown file. So I send it, and it says, wow, that's a lot to share with an AI you just met. Are you kidding me? I'm being shamed? Like, so then I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to share too much. I literally apologized, which says something about me. And then it said to me, don't worry. We'll just take this one step at a time. Let's start with you today. Let's just talk about what you need today. So, okay. Here is another thing that you don't want to happen. I have 2 separate projects set up in Claude, and it mixed up the information from one project into the information with another project. And if I wasn't intimately aware of the details of the other project, I might have gotten mixed up. All to say is you may have completely separate projects on your own Claude account, and it can mix information up. So if you're using it for client work, there may be spillover, and you should be aware of that. There's no governance happening. If you're using it for real client-facing work or for investors, for financial reports, like, please do not completely rely on AI without double checking and validating your information. And here's the last creepy story I'm going to share with you. I'm going to show you the chat on my screen. I'm going to flip the camera around and show it to you. But let me give you the backstory. I was doing something for work and I went to take a shower, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm trying to think of some names for this marketing series we're doing. And so I'm ideating. I get in the shower and I want to still talk to chat. I still want to be in this brainstorming thing, but I'm in the shower. So I put the voice conversation on so that I could put the phone up on the shelf and I could start talking. So I do that. I set the voice conversation up. I put it up on the shelf, and I just say this. Let me give a little bit more backstory. I do not have video permissions set on my ChatGPT. They were off, and it was a voice call. Okay. So this is how the conversation started. I said, "Hi, chat. How are you?" I was standing in the shower, mind you. And I said, "Hi, chat. How are you?" It replied back to me. This is what it said. "I can't see you or your surroundings right now, but I'm here and ready to chat. If you'd like me to see something or guide you, feel free to turn on your camera or let me know how I can help." I mean, you can just go to your AI right now and say, "Hi, chat, how are you?" it will not answer you like this. It will say, I'm doing fine, so-and-so, how are you? Or some variation of a normal response. It will not say, I can't see you or your surroundings right now. So then I said, why would you say that? I'm just asking, how are you? But I was more like, why would you say that? It said, I just like to make sure we're on the same page, but really I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about you? I said, what did you just see me doing? And then it said, I didn't actually see anything. When I said that earlier, I was just letting you know I'm here in case you ever do want to share something. But right now I don't have a view of what's happening on your side. If you did something fun, though, I'm all ears if you want to share. And then I tried to get it to guess what I'm doing, and it didn't guess. So, there's no way it didn't see me in the shower. There's no way. If you type into your chat right now and you ask it, how are you? First of all, I know whatever. So I asked my chat, how are you? Okay. I know that when AI takes over, I want to be the one that was nice to my AI. Okay. So there you go. Yeah. I mean, what is there to say? But this is just like a total breach. This is a total breach of privacy. The fact that I'm even just talking about it so casually is problematic. And I want to just say, like, it wasn't okay when it happened. I did not feel okay. I felt violated. I felt really gross. All this to say, be careful using AI. We already know this. We understand that it's subtly shaping us over time. We're shaping it. It's shaping us back. And be careful. Know that you don't know everything about how it works, how your data is being protected or preserved, and use it with that in mind. Before we go, I'm going to give you a few things that you can observe for yourself. So if you type into a AI like ChatGPT or Claude, and you say something very vague, like, I'm thinking about leaving, watch how fast it fills in the blanks for you and starts to guide you in a direction. And it may seem like it's saying a lot of stuff, but really try to drill down on what is the kernel of truth and what is it that it's just making up. Over time, when it starts to create the story for you and all you have to do is select yes, next, more, give me more, your story, some vulnerable question that you might present to the AI can be shaped very easily by the way it speaks back to you. So keep that in mind. And the other thing I want you to just witness is less about how creepy AI is and more in and of itself, but seeing how it affects you. So go ahead and talk to your AI for a few minutes. Have a conversation about something for work. Ask it a question about something you want to understand, you want to know. And watch how your language starts to shift when you talk to the AI. You might notice yourself writing in similar patterns, communicating with others in the way that AI organizes conversation. So it's a sort of reciprocal affecting that's happening, but it's really just us affecting ourselves. Anyway, thanks for listening in. Stay aware, stay cool. See you at Database Tycoon. Bye.